The Indian rupee continues to depreciate against the dollar. It breached the 80 rupee to a dollar mark briefly yesterday and is expected to slide further. The opposition is gunning for the government, with the Congress hurling "Ab ki baar 80 par jibe." The government says these charges are unfair given the fact that the world is facing very serious recessionary headwinds.
The rupee's exchange rate vis-à-vis the US dollar is seen by many in our country as a symbol of strength and power of the Indian economy. Politicians have taken pot shots at each other on the exchange rate in the past. And with Indian currency falling from 74.31 rupees since the beginning of this year to 79 rupees during trade today, the tweets are flying. The Congress has not missed a beat on the rupee, using every opportunity to lay the blame at the government's footsteps for the currency slide. In 2018, when the rupee touched an all-time low of rupees 70, the party was quick to pounce on the government. And with the rupee falling by a further 10 rupees or 14.3% over the past 4 years, an exchange rate of 80 rupees to the US dollar will prompt even more criticism.
2013 में जब हमारी सरकार थी और टेपर टैंट्रम हुआ था, एक साल के अंदर 4 महीने में रुपया 15% टूटा था। हम वापस उसको 58 पर लेकर आए। 12 बिलियन डॉलर इस देश को छोड़कर गया था, 35 बिलियन डॉलर उसी साल में वापस आया था। 40 बिलियन डॉलर तो आरबीआई ने खर्चा किया है जनवरी से रुपया बचाने में। क्यों नहीं बचा पा रहा है? क्योंकि आज निवेशकों को मोदी जी की बातों पर, उनकी पॉलिसीज पर रत्ती भर भी भरोसा नहीं है। थोड़ी आत्मविवेचना करें तो शायद रुपए को बचा पाएंगे।
Beyond the politics, the bigger question is, why is the Indian currency falling and what is the impact? From January this year, the reasons that have led to the fall include exiting foreign investors, a higher import bill and the uncertainties unleashed by Russia's invasion of Ukraine. However, the RBI is standing firm and defending the rupee via direct intervention by selling dollars heavily and indirectly through several instruments in its command. Over the recent past, the RBI has defended the rupee by selling billions of dollars. It has also taken 6 other major steps to stem the slide, including Indian companies allowed to borrow $1.5 billion overseas per year versus $750 million earlier. Indian banks allowed to deploy foreign currency term deposits for higher returns. Banks can offer a higher interest rate to attract dollar flows. Further relaxation for foreign portfolio investors to invest in government securities and corporate bonds. Banks allowed to lend in foreign currency to entities for a wider set of end-use purposes. Earlier this week, the RBI also allowed invoicing of international trade in the Indian currency. Which means that now that instead of paying and receiving US dollars in trade settlements, the invoice will be made in Indian rupee if the other party has a rupee wastrel account. Beyond these measures, it is clear that a major impact of the rupee slide is that prices of imported goods is going up. As imports become costlier, domestic prices will rise further, including of petrol, diesel, cooking gas, along with other items. On the other hand, a weaker rupee can make our exports more competitive globally, but given the worsening economic conditions in major global markets, there may not be a silver lining in the dark clouds in the near future. Bureau Report, Business Today Television.